It was such a nice day. I stayed outside all day. In the morning, I went for a walk with my brother and our dog. Then we came home and my mom made us lunch. We wanted to have a picnic in the backyard. My mom made sandwiches. We laid out a blanket on the grass. After we finished our lunch, my brother and I threw away our trash. My mom came outside with us to work in the yard. There was a storm last weekend, so it was still a mess. The wind blew a lot of debris onto the lawn. I helped to rake the lawn, and my brother mowed the grass. Many weeds grew in the garden this week. I pulled the weeds, and my mom planted some new flowers. Then my dad came home after work. We decided to have a barbecue. We cooked hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill and relaxed in the yard. I'm so glad the weather is nice again.
My friend Jeff is not a very nice person. Sometimes he is rude. He wanted to study for a test together, so we agreed to meet at his house. When I got there, I rang the doorbell. No one answered the door. I called his house. No one answered the phone either. I waited for him outside. I began to worry that something was wrong. He finally showed up with his parents. He didn't even say he was sorry. He said he forgot. I didn't believe him, but I forgave him anyway. His parents didn't even know I was coming. He didn't tell them. When we finally sat down to study, he turned on some loud music. His mom told him to turn it down because it was too noisy. Instead, he started singing really loudly. I finally had enough and went home. When I get mad at him, he doesn't even care. I don't know if I want to be his friend anymore.
I had a really good day today. In the morning, I went for a bike ride with a friend. We rode down to the park and swam in the lake. Then we had a picnic lunch. After lunch, we drove to the stadium to watch a professional soccer match. Our local team won, so I was really happy. Then my mom cooked tacos for dinner. Tacos are my favorite. Plus, I finally found my library book. It was missing for 2 weeks. My mom accidentally put it away in my sister's room. Only one bad thing happened. I fought with my sister. She borrowed a dress from me and spilled something on it. She is going to get it cleaned, but I'm worried that it is ruined. Otherwise, it was a perfect day.
Last weekend, I visited my grandparents. They live in another city. On Friday, my parents drove me to their house. It is a long trip. Sometimes I fall asleep. Other times, I bring a video to watch in the car. When we arrived, My grandmother was cooking my favorite food, spaghetti and meatballs. On Saturday, we went to the park, and I met a friendly dog. We also went to the petting zoo in the park and fed the animals. A goose bit my finger. My finger bled, but I didn't cry. My grandmother put a bandage on it and it felt better. In the evening, we went out to dinner and saw a movie. On Sunday, we walked along the beach to collect seashells. My grandfather said he knew an area that had a lot of shells, so he led us there. I collected so many shells. I'm going to save them in a big shoebox. I love spending time with my grandparents. I can't wait to go back.
Today was an awful day. Everything went wrong. In the morning, I missed the bus. I had to wake up my older brother to drive me to school. I was late. On the way to the classroom, I tripped and broke my eyeglasses. I taped my broken glasses and wore them for the rest of the day. Then the computer in the library crashed, and I had to redo my essay. After lunch, we had a surprise quiz. I don't think I did well on it. It was raining really hard after school, so I got soaked on the way to the bus. On the way home, our neighbor's dog escaped his yard and started chasing me. I jumped over our fence and tore my pants. What a terrible day. I really hope tomorrow is better.
We had a snowy adventure today. My cousin Aaron came to visit from California. He never saw snow before today. My parents drove us up to the mountains. Aaron took a lot of photos. We went sledding all day. Aaron was scared at first, but then he got used to it. There is also a lake that freezes in the winter, and you can walk across it. But my dad said it would be too dangerous, so we chose not to walk on it. After playing in the snow for a while, we decided to head back to the car. When we got back to the parking lot, snow had covered all of the cars. We couldn't find ours. Other people were searching for their cars too. Aaron found it really amusing. We started brushing the snow off the cars with our mittens. We finally found ours. On the way home, Aaron and I were so tired. We both fell asleep with dreams about our next winter adventure.
It was